What's up, guys? Justin here, aka MHero25, with a deck profile, or rather, an updated deck profile of my 60 card Metalfoe Zodiac Performapal deck. Oh god, I'm just still shocked to this day that this deck exists, in my opinion. So, I took this to my locals. I went undefeated. It wasn't bad. It's just like, honestly, like, the more I played this deck and the changes I made, I realized I like some and I didn't like others. So I'm gonna go through those with you guys and just kind of tell you what I liked, what I didn't like, and what I would like to change in this update. So as you can see, I also got my classic old mat. If you guys watch my old videos, this is like one of my classic mats, and I love this one. Sorry, I just wanted to show it up. It's been a while since I've seen this. So with the deck profile, we're starting off with the Metalfoe. So we have 2 Bismuth Gear. You don't need 3. 2 is standard in most Metalfoe decks nowadays. Now we're running 3 Steelin standard, 3 Volflame, 3 Gold Driver, and 3 Steelin. Your Searchers, your Pendulum Scales, your Big Bosses, like, honestly, like, these cards do it a lot. Next up, we have our 1 Dragoons of Draconia for our searchable target for Broadpool, which leads us into, out of order, Performapal Bear King, our second target, so you have 1 searchable high scale and low scale still, so very useful. And that leads us into our Performapal engine of 2 Pendulum Sorcerer, 1 Joker, and then 1 Lizard Draw. Still really useful. If anything, I might cut out Lizard Draw, but it's just that rank 3 though has so much synergy, and I love that part. But anything else though, I guess I could deal without. 3 Eccentric. Our last scale that we have, our last pendulum card, pendulum monster in this deck, and it's just really useful overall. Popping monsters and spells and traps, really useful. Onto our plant engine. We have 3 Lone Fire Blossom, which helps us get out our 3 Baboons. I know this is common now, but I just like it in Super. So nice and shiny. Next up, we have 3 Speedroid Terratops and 1 Taki Tomborg. You know, we need our Speedroid engine because we need to see MX Saber Invoker ASAP. Which leads us into our Zodiac engine, and I'm still only running 1 Ram. I might update this again later on and try it next week for a 2, but I don't know. Right now that seems pretty good. And then I updated this to 3 Zodiac Whiptail just because that 1200 it seems small and insignificant, but it stacks up so much. And the fact that one of my friends, Eric D, like, he always shows me this combo and I just love it. It's like attack, attach, attack, attach. Just so useful, so good. Then of course for our 1-ofs, 1 Rescue Rabbit to help us turbo out our stuff, and 1 Maxi. Now the reason I was talking to somebody the other day and they were telling me, why do I run Rescue Rabbit in here? I'm like, well, obvious Utopia package, and this helps me get into Broad Bowl, but at the same time it still gets me another way into MX Saber Invoker without having to use so much material. I can just like bait out stuff. It's really nice overall. Now for my spells, I'm going to start off with my 1-ofs this time. So I'm doing, of course, 1 Raigeki. You need Raigeki in this meta. And 1 Upstart Goblin to make 16 to 59, which is super useful. And then I decided to run 1 My Body as a shield just because I hate board wipes. I feel this is the weakness of the deck overall, is board wipes. And I just don't understand what to do when it happens, you know? Sorry about that noise. My cat's being a jerk. Then we have 1 full Metalfoe fusion and then 1 regular Metalfoe fusion. So that's standard. Triple MST for either getting rid of back row or also in some ways extending your plays a bit more by popping Metalfoe's combination. 2 Summoner Art and 2 Painful Decision. Pretty much 4 other Metalfoes in your deck, so really useful. Then onto our traps. 1 combination, like I said earlier. I want to bump this up to 2, and it's just because like you just need to gain advantage sometimes, and this 1 isn't enough. And sometimes when you try to push for plays or like try to get more monsters in your extra deck, you need more of these just so you can set more. Then that leads us into 2 counters. I want to bump this up to 3 just because again, you need more cards to set, and just having more counters is great because then you can banish it to search or actually use them to with Metalfoe to return stuff. And then for my last 5, we have 3 Solemn. So we have our Solemn Brigade of 2 strike, 1 warning. And then another card I decided to put in, 2 Quaking Mirror Force. Just because, like I said earlier, board wipes I feel it killed this deck, but at the same time, like, even though you have Metalfoe and everything, sometimes you just want more protection, so you're running a 60-card deck, why not run Quaking Mirror Force? I know there are other options, like Pot of Desires and other crap, but I don't have that money, and I don't want to spend it right now. So now for our extra deck, I decided to play 1 Shaka 9, 1 Trident, 1 Broadbull, and 1 Thoroughblade, Tiger Mortar. I just got this like minutes before the tournament. I decided to run it because I thought it'd be interesting, and it was. But this is more useful if you have the Lunalight combo. Without it, it's still okay if you can, like, I don't know, if you have Dread and Engrave and then just like summon it out, do that. I don't know, but I learned that from Simo just today. But overall, this is a great card. This is going to be awesome. I wish I had more Broad Bulls. I need 1 more for another version I want to play. And I do have double Dragon and double Tiger Mortar, but I just wanted to run a very small Zodiac engine, which still worked out pretty well. Next up, our Utopia package, because who doesn't love Utopia packages? Then we ran 1 Daigusto Emerald. Didn't use it at all. This is when I kind of wish I don't know. This is when I wish I had Broad Bull and another Dragon in there, but at the same time, like, just to have this is still really useful. 1 Abyss Dweller for graveyard effects, because I hate graveyard effects. Break Sword, overall really good card. It helps get rid of backdoor problematic cards that can't be destroyed by battle. But also, it's just, for me, I still find this one to be one of the best bait cards because I've had people have cherished cards that they think I can't get over, and they'll negate this, and that's nice overall. Now, 1 MX Saber Invoker, the Initiator for the whole deck, if you don't draw into your Zodiacs. Sorry for the noise, my cat's playing. She's adorable, but so obnoxious sometimes. Anyway, so 1 MX Saber Invoker to initiate my plays. And for my fusions, I have 1 Alcahest, 1 Adamante, which never saw play. I was kind of sad about that, but these 2 are still very very valid in the deck. 1 Orichalc, and then 2 Mithrilium. If you saw one of my playbacks, this is how I actually got game. I think in like my Cosmo player Duel 1, just because I could double pierce for game, and it was amazing. Mithrilium is Mithrilium, returning and then getting stuff from the grave, awesome. Alcahest, great, and Adamante just, this is generic 25-25. There's nothing wrong with Adamante. Anyway, guys, that's my deck. Things I would change right now is definitely slim this 60 card deck down to like 40, maybe even 50 again, because Lawn Mowing Next Door is not really dead right now, but it's just like I just don't feel like it's gonna be relevant in the next few months. Because if I wanted to take this deck to nationals, I would like to be smaller. Because even though at 60, this deck is still consistent, it's just, I don't know. I don't want to see all these pieces that I don't need sometimes. Like, honestly, there are some cards I'd cut, but the more I look at it, the more it seems solid at 60. I don't know. Anyway, guys, hope you guys liked the video. I'm just reshuffling my deck right now. If you guys liked it, please let me know in the comments down below and like the video. But, if you have any questions, again, comment, because I don't mind having a conversation with you guys. Like, you guys are other players, I assume, who want to learn how to play the game. And, if you feel like, oh, like, M-Hero, that sounds weird, why are you doing that? Or like, oh, I found this other tech idea that works pretty good. I would not be afraid to talk about it with you guys and just share my ideas and just, try it out or even let you know what I think. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you guys subscribe, and I really hope you have a good weekend, because it's finals week as of right now for me, and I'm just stressed. Well, not stressed out anymore, but I'm just relaxing now. And, summer's about to happen, so I hope you guys have a good summer break too. Alright, guys, this is Justin, aka MHero25, signing out. Peace.